All right. I'm officially off my YouTube case. Uh, I want to start the press release with that. All right. So I'm out of some of these YouTube channels. Uh, for a couple days. Taking a break from it, and I've noticed that I'm starting to see ladies that wouldn't normally acting a certain way because of other YouTube channels or whatever. So it's happened to me too. You watch so much of these people, it rubs off on you. The evil, I've seen it. Ladies and gentlemen, I know what you're talking about, what everyone's talking about on YouTube, the drama, the evil. These people are pumping out massive amounts of evil, yelling, cursing, swearing, whatever. Um, not for weeks, months, almost a year. And then all of a sudden, one day, they're like, oh, I'm glad I got that off my shoulder. Why the rest of the chat and YouTube, whoever watches them channels, are almost like possessed. Yeah. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm starting to see what everybody is talking about. So I pulled myself off of my own experiment case, you know, of the YouTube channels that are now supposedly all over the place or whatever. Even crime channels now have become suspects in these crimes. So I know what everybody's talking about. I do understand that. Uh, I noticed some of these drama crime channels now are changing over to covering the war, which is surprisingly because they're a crime channel. But, so I've been there, I've been reprimanded in chats before. And, um, it's no biggie to me. To a lot of people that are on YouTube, it's a big thing to them. It crushes their heart. It makes people nuts, and then they go and do stupid things. So I understand what a lot of people are saying is uh you know it's almost like this thing possesses us. Next thing you know, we're on camera yelling, screaming. We're acting like the people that we watch. It's like monkey see monkey do, almost like a curse or a demon or something. I know a lot of people are saying, well, there you go, you ruined it, you're nuts. And I'm here to say, no, I don't think so. I think we're onto something. I really do. The psychosis is spreading among YouTube, and it's only certain channels. We're not seeing this on certain, like banning channels or music channels or, uh, uh, you know, it's, it's only certain thing. And I noticed another thing on YouTube. You click on one thing and watch one video on YouTube, and the next thing you know, you go to open up a new YouTube thing or whatever, and it's filled with all these kinds of videos instead of the videos that you were watching, music videos or race cars or whatever it may be, crime channels or whatever. I noticed that too, and I noticed there's a lot of women uh, that are doing things that should be uh, not on YouTube. Meaning, I'm not judging them, but it is getting. I can see what they're saying though. And if we feed into it and let this thing into our head, it'll consume us. YouTube has consumed a lot of people. It really didn't consume me too much. I'd go to work, come home, record a video, and put a video out of me playing a cover song or something, and didn't have a chat, didn't go live or anything. It's not like I was at the computer all day. So a lot of these people are. And I'm becoming one of these people. And I had to pull myself out of some of these YouTube channels because something's going on. Some of them are just I don't know. Definitely, I can understand what some of these people are saying. It's about views, it's about subs, and yeah, it is. To some of these people, that's all it's about. And it's a scam, a racket. Bleeds for these people, but the truth is starting to come out through YouTube of what's going on. You know, you're seeing it in front of your face. You're seeing cover-ups. You're seeing law-abiding police talking this conspiracy theory stuff. No, here we go, another conspiracy theory guy. Yeah, well, a lot of the crimes of your children and your family members wouldn't have been solved if it wasn't for people thinking of conspiracy theories to solve cases. And that's what you people should really be thinking about. Is there stuff like that on YouTube, conspiracy theories, people that automatically lie to create something? Yes. But there's also investigators that use that technique to solve cases, to investigate cases. Someone comes up and says, "Oh, this guy did that, this guy did that, that." Well, another guy says, "This guy did that, this guy did that, this." Well, now you have a conspiracy. And now you have to investigate them conspiracies, you know. So I've been seeing a lot of that. I know what you're talking about, folks. I've been in there, you know, and I do have to admit, I fell in love with some of these YouTube channels, and I shouldn't have, because that's the first thing as a viewer. It's almost like you're hypnotized by these women, and I'm not trying to say they're doing it deliberately. They might be. Some of them are just incredible women, but I've noticed what people are saying. So I chose myself to pull myself out of a couple of these YouTube for right now for a couple days. Uh, it just, I don't know, nuts. And you don't know if these women are married or not. So people make mistakes. I have, and flirted with the wrong people, and they might have been married or whatever. To me, it's like a cesspool of deceit, the river of deceit. You know, they're great women, but there's something sucking us in. There's no way I should be falling in love with a woman that I haven't touched or know, you know. So, you know, it's like the Delphi experiment. It's like the experiment that I did for a year when I was first on lockdown for COVID. Is it possible to fall in love with a woman without touching her, knowing her, just watching her, seeing the way she moves? Yes, it is. But most of these people ain't like me. They don't know when it's to shut it off. I do, you know. So I chose to pull myself out of some of these chat rooms and channels, and they're great channels. It's just Um, it's where if you don't watch one of their chats or one of their videos, you start feeling depressed. If you're not in there and don't get attention or whatever, these people start feeling depressed. And I understand that. I do. I've been inside of them. I've been to a lot of channels. I'm subbed to way too many channels. Way too many channels. But that's how you get subs. You sub to their channel, they sub to your channel. Some of them do. Some of them say, "Oh yeah," and never do sub. Okay, so you might be subbed to 500, 600 channels, maybe more than that, thousands of channels. But them people really don't care if you get, if they ain't gonna sub to your channel or whatever. And I understand that they're not obligated to do anything. It's just YouTube, you know. Now, am I thinking on some of this stuff that people that have done bad things are within the past couple years of us solving some of these cases have created a YouTube channel to try and throw people off? Yes, I think so. And no, it wasn't me. I've been on YouTube for over, it's been a while. Whatever my Facebook account says is when I opened up my YouTube account. It was, I don't know, a long time ago. Over, I'm guessing 10 years, if not longer. But like I said, my computer at one time got hacked, and all my stuff was all mixed up. The dates on all my videos. So, like I said, you got to be careful. You got to be safe. Now, am I looking to do anything? No, I'm just pulling myself out of the chats. Some of these women you get attached to, you create some kind of a YouTube friendship between them or whatever, between them and your chat. And some of these ladies, they'll lead you on, they'll make you feel a certain way. I understand that. Now, I'm not saying that it's the ladies I sub to, okay? But it is happening in YouTube and everything. I don't know, like the big thing on YouTube now, the Ernie Shell guy or whatever, and all the women are going nuts over Ernie Shell. I understand that. You know, I understand that. And everyone, he's a snake, he's a predator, he's this and that. I don't know. I don't have all the proof. It's like the Delphi case. I don't have all the proof. So, yeah, it's nuts. And if you let it get to you, it'll drive you nuts. And watching some of these YouTube channels, uh, you will get attached to them. And when they are having a bad day, you have a bad day. When they're uh, all upset, you're upset. So some of these people have to break away from it. A lot of people are saying, well, it's dig in because this is it's going to make a man or a mice out of you or whatever. No, don't fall for that, people. There's a lot of people now coming out on YouTube saying a lot of these people bought their views, bought their subs, meaning they're paying people to do it, to sub to them or whatever. I don't know. Maybe. I don't have a Patreon or a Snapchat or whatever they call that stuff. Um, if I did do anything, it would be a Patreon because then people can donate to your channel and you don't need to uh, use kids or anything like that to make a dollar. You don't need Snapchats or whatever these are. I don't know. It reminds me of a dating site or whatever. I'm not sure. So you have to be careful. That's all I'm saying. Be safe. And when it gets too much, pull yourself out of there. There's millions of channels on YouTube to watch. Uh, and some really good people that run the channels, dudes and girls, ladies. you know Now a lot of people are already complaining about my Delphi experiment I did. Well, you're just trying to get views. No, I'm not. I did the Delphi experiment. I wet the clothes. The temperature was the same as the Delphi killings, the day of the killings. So I wet the clothes and I put them outside to see if they would still be wet the next day or icy or anything, to see if the girls did cross the river, if the clothes would still be wet the next morning or next afternoon when they were found. And the clothes were still damp and a little bit icy. Uh, so that experiment worked. Why? Because the police have not released the evidence if them girls definitely passed or went through the creek or not. Just because they found a shoe in the river don't mean they crossed the river. So that's why I did the experiment. So I can see for myself. I'm like 6 hours away or whatever from Delphi or something like that. Up north here. It was the same temperature here as it was in Delphi in February 13th of 2017. So that experiment, it worked. So, like I said, I'm not a stalker. I'm not anything. Yes, I am a flirt. Uh, and if you don't watch it, you can fall in love with some of these ladies, and it's almost like a I don't know. A lot of people are saying, "Do you think it's this? Do you maybe a spirit, a demon? What are we dealing with? What is this? Was it a sacrifice killing? Do we really live in medieval times still where they, well, as the Bible said, it was real. So it might be. I don't know. I don't practice witchery or sorcery. I don't watch it too much. I don't pray to the devil. So I don't know what these people have done. You know, maybe they have sold their souls to be famous. But they went about it all the wrong way, I'll tell you that much. And a lot of these people are upset, you know. And what these people really do need to do is save receipts. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, here we go with the receipts again. Well, see, the IRS, uh, that's income coming in. So if you guys are making money off of YouTube, then you have to have receipts because you got to claim that money. If you don't, the IRS will come after you. And it ain't no, well, it's non-income or whatever. Uh, I'm on Social Security or whatever. Yeah, Social Security is unearned income or whatever. If you go out and have a job or you're making money otherwise, that's income. So, yeah. So, like I said, I sub to way too many channels. And yes, some of these dudes are pretty good at making videos, and some of these women are very intelligent, smart, and are very good at making videos and good. I watch all kinds of crime channels. You know, the Lab, Doug, no thanks or whatever, AB, Benny. Uh, you know, I don't watch too much of Benny, but let's see, Anita's World. Uh, I was watching Natasha's Crime Channel, Nita's Crime Channel. Uh, Melissa Jade's Crime Channel, Holly Lewis, Holly Lewis in the news. I was watching a lot of these, and a lot of the dude ones, you know. So you got to be careful. You got to be safe. A lot of people are saying, well, they're all connected, social media. Well, they might be. I don't know. They all might be. I don't know. If I live another day, I'm having a good day. You know, I don't know. I'm not a hacker. I don't know what these people do. They might all communicate with each other. Who knows? They don't pay me enough. That's a term of speech. I don't know what happened to the world. It's lost. I'm guessing we're seeing the times of Satan, which he's been here since he fell, but maybe he's on his way out or whatever, and we don't know. But I don't feel guilty for nothing because that's what the devil wants you to do is feel guilty for it. Repent, ask for forgiveness, and go on your way. You know, I pulled myself out of some of these channels because I just wasn't feeling right. When you wake up in the morning and you're wondering, uh, you know, what's this woman doing today? Or I got to check, I got to see her face or whatever, you know, I got to hear her voice or I got to stop in, you know, say hi or whatever. Then it's a problem. So before it got like that, I choose to stop. And like I said, we don't know. We don't know. Do I think it is something like the devil, a witch or whatever? Be safe. There's a new trolls that are attacking everybody. The Hubbard Watson Smith troll or what, I don't know what their names are. Something Hubbard is stalking some girl using the name or something. These guys are stalking some girl. I think Randy Gravitz was talking about the other day on his channel. So you guys be safe if you have some of these trolls that are John Smith or something like that, and uh, Angus Hubbard or something like that was the guy's name. Some other guy, Texas Watson or something like that. I'm not sure. But I guess they're attacking people. They're trolls. And I just found out about it and I looked in my thing and I had one, uh, one of them in my block thing. So I did relay the message that they were in my chat and I blocked them. But I recently let a lot of people out of my thing. So, and you know, I don't. really somebody was saying you don't need a lot of, you don't have a big channel. So I'm like, I know, I don't need a lot of mods, if any at all, you know. Uh, Not that the mods I have are bad or anything. It's just a lot of people are, well, you don't have a big channel. No, I don't. You know, I could see if I had 15,000, 20,000 subs or whatever, and a lot of people in my chat, then yeah, okay, then I probably would need a lot of subs or a lot of monitors or whatever. But I usually do things myself, anyways. I was before I even got one mod. I was doing everything myself, so it's no biggie to me. But I really can't believe how much YouTube has really possessed a lot of these people. Literally, it is all about the views, the subs. It's just psychosis, mass psychosis. And it's just spreading rampant on YouTube. Literally, I can see it. I know what they're talking about. Could it be a form of some kind of a demon that they're, and then you go back to their channels and they're like, "Oh, I'm glad I got that out." Then they're all calm. And then they're like, someone says something in the chat and they're like, "Oh, yeah, we don't talk like that around here." I'm like, I just listened to you for 6 months. Do nothing but yell, scream. Everybody else is yelling and screaming. And now, in a blink of an eye, they're like, it's nuts. I've been clean and sober for a long time now. I forgot how long it's been. I'm not going back. A lot of people offer me a lot of things. I ain't going back. You know, if anything, if I'm in pain, I might do cannabis or whatever, but I ain't going back to the pills, the nose stuff, the alcohol, the fifths of booze, and no, I made it. I'm proud of myself, and I had a disability, and the only reason I did the things that I did was to kill the pain. I didn't have insurance. So you young kids out there, get insurance. Make sure you get a job. Get insurance. If you break a leg, bust a couple teeth out, whatever, bust your head wide open, and you know, uh, go to the doctor. Don't be stupid and duct tape it like I did a lot of my cuts or whatever. You know, go to the doctor. If you're in pain, get on medication. Only take it for the time that they tell you to. Don't abuse it and be done with it. Pills are just as bad as cocaine, heroin, and crack and anything else. So I know what they're talking about. I've seen it myself. I become what they are. And that's when I said, I'm done with this. Uh, when you start looking at a woman over a TV tube and you're like, that is one incredible woman. And then you start chatting commenting in the chat that she's beautiful, incredible. Well, you got a crush. And that's when you got to say, no, you got to back off. I see a lot of guys doing more crazier stuff than I can ever say in a chat, but uh, stalkers, yeah, they are. Are they stalking women? Oh yeah, they're stalking women. Are they abusing women? Yeah, I would say they're abusing women. But you have to remember now, most of the YouTube people you are seeing are affiliated at probably one time with gangs, biker clubs, drugs. Uh, we've all done the drug thing. The gang stuff, I never did. The motorcycle club stuff, I never did. Never got into it. Never, nothing. I got kids. Why would I even want to be? No, no, that's too risky. So yeah, I can see what's going on. I know what's going on. I'm dumb. I will be the first one to tell you I'm not the brightest light bulb in the room. Uh, but I can see when something is going on. Somebody's doing something. Some of these people in chat are flipping out. Some of these people they're fine, and then the next thing you know, you can hear it in their voice. It's almost like they change. So I would say, yeah, something's up. Somebody's doing something. I mean, that's just my opinion. Everybody is allowed their opinion. Hey, every day I go by people saying you're stupid. You don't know this. You don't know that. You're dumb. You're this and that. What's wrong with you? You got a disability? And I'm like, yeah, I do. At one time, I was somebody, and now I'm not. And I'm dealing with my problems. But through all my problems, losing my home, my cars, my truck, uh, losing everything, um, I didn't go back to drinking fifths of booze and the candy and everything to try and kill the pain. And I dealt with it. And now I'm rebuilding. So there's a lot more worse people than me. Help the ones that are worse than me. I'll suffer. I've been suffering my whole life. You know, sure, it'd be nice if there was someone to uh, go through it with, but there ain't. It might be a test from God. We don't know. I don't know. I don't want to know. We could use a cure for whatever is killing us. Sometimes it's laughter that heals somebody. Sometimes it's a good crying that helps somebody. Sometimes it's laughter that helps somebody. Sometimes it is a comment like, you're a beautiful woman, an incredible, intelligent woman. Sometimes that helps a woman. Sometimes it don't. Could I ever have one of these incredible, beautiful women that I sub to? No. Maybe 20 years ago when I was in good shape before my operation and everything, gallbladder, appendix hernia. Uh, After I fell 6 stories or 7 stories, landed on my head. Before, yeah, I probably could date one of these beautiful women. I did date. Well, I do have a couple kids with a woman that was very beautiful. She was a very beautiful woman. So, yeah, she was a model, a so-called model for an agency or whatever. Was she a supermodel? No, but she did do odd modeling, and yes, I was cuckoo Cocoa Puffs for her. But them days are over with. You know, now I'm single, and if I choose to mingle or whatever until I find a permanent mate or someone to date permanently, you know, I can do that. It's just you can't do it on YouTube. I understand what some of these people are saying. YouTube's not a dating site. Well, it is for some of these people. If you're not in their little clique, then they throw a big stink about it. But once you leave the chat or the channel and then you go back and visit it or whatever, then they're all, flirty with other people. It's all part of the game, people. Am I half the man I used to be? Well, I'm probably half the man, but, you know, hey, taking one day at a time. Any day above ground is good. Uh, so, you know, what can you do? They say if I quit smoking, I probably put a couple more years on my life. So I might do that. Then again, is it really me? Or is it people trespassing on me, like the Bible says? I'm leaning towards I'm going to keep going with the Lord, and I'm going to believe that it's the devil putting his sicknesses causing all this mess, and even on YouTube. So I'm going to keep sticking with that. You know, it ain't me, it's these people trespassing on me. You know, so that's what we're going to go with. And you guys can go with whatever you want. Like I said, uh, when I first moved into this apartment complex, I barely smoked cigarettes. I was in great shape. Uh, and then I had my operation and things went downhill. So I'm getting back. Now, there is a lot of people on YouTube saying we think we're dealing with a witch or some kind of well, hey, I'll believe you. I would believe it. What's that old saying in the Bible? The devil's greatest trick is to make people think that he ain't real or something like that, or you know, I don't know, might be. I don't know. All I know is uh, excuse me. Do I think some people are being used for just subs and views? Yes, I've seen that in a topic in a video I was watching the other day. Uh, that these people were saying, you know what, most of these people don't give a crap about us. We're just viewers, and subs. You know, well, I don't know. That might be true, but I care about people. I have people that come into my chat. You know, that when they say something's wrong, you always check and make sure they're okay or whatever. So, you know, uh, all you can do is tell them people if they're in a certain predicament or something to get help. Talk to somebody or whatever. And that's all you really can do. What the heck is this thing? Get off of there. I can't see my chat. Hold on a minute. All right, let me get out of here. So, okay, that's what I did. I chose to pull out of these chats because I was starting to get to have feelings for some of these chat rooms and some of these women. So I got out of there. You know, I still support them. I still watch their videos. I still hit like, but something just wasn't, I don't know. I just had to get out of there. You know, one of these ladies do look like somebody I dated before, but it ain't her, but she does look like it. Maybe that's it. I mean, we all go through things. Hello, Barb Gordon. You know, everybody goes through everything. You know, a lot of people listening or watching right now might think I'm an idiot. What's wrong with this person? I'm just giving my evaluation on YouTube. That's all. You know, are these people nuts for saying stuff like that? That they think this, they think that? No, no, I see the same thing they see. Uh, there's too much deception through social media and internet, meaning it's not safe anymore. All right. I'm going to end this video. I'll be back here in a little while. Maybe I'm going to take a shower. And Barbara Gordon, you're welcome to come into my chat. Say whatever you want. So, but like I said, I do watch a lot of these women, and yes, it was my own fault. I'm not blaming any of these women. They were just being women. They were just being women. That's it. It's my own fault that I let myself feel emotionally towards these women. These are incredible women, you know. So I decided for a couple days I'm out of there. You know, of course they're going to have fun without yous. You know, of course they're going to go on with life. You know, but I can see how some of these people get very upset, and some of these women get very upset, and even some of the dudes get pretty upset over all this stuff. And I'm just like, no, I'm not going to take it there. I'll just back out of that chat and just take a break from watching that channel for a while, um, until things cool off or you're not madly in love with a YouTube woman, you know. Excuse me. So, like I said, it was not any of the channels that I was on. Uh, YouTube is not a dating site, but a lot of people have hooked up through YouTube. But it ain't a dating site. And you got to keep that in mind. You got to keep in mind that if you are an actor and a creator, you have to tell people this, just like I do. Hey, this is a skit, or I do movie stuff, music, whatever, you know, total madness, whatever, because that's what sells today, sexual stuff. Why? Because that's what sells. That's what gets views and subs. And I keep forgetting that when I first started on YouTube, I didn't even know what that little red button was that said subscribe. I didn't even know what the thumbs up were. I had to ask people, what's that? Well, that's if you sub to people, you hit that button. I'm like, well, I'm new to this. I don't know. They're like, well, if you like their channel and watching them, then you sub to it. And then every time they make a video, you get to see it. And I was like, oh, all right. Well, I'm not too interested in that because I'm not here for that. Man, a lot of you single dudes, you got to be careful because a lot of these women are married, but they don't wear their wedding rings on screen. And there's a reason for that. Why? Because they want to get views. Men, that's the whole thing. A lot of these dudes have been watching these women for years and years. And then they finally ask, are you married? And then they're like, oh, yeah, I'm married. And they're like, they get mad. They're like, I've seen a couple of them. How could you? You're a married woman. You had me going nuts over you, you know. And I just commented, hey, it's just YouTube. It's just a YouTube love affair. Calm down, So a lot of people ain't like me. They take things to the extreme. I don't. It's no biggie that someone yells at me in a chat or whatever. Hey, okay, sorry. And you back out of there and, you know, don't go in that chat for a while. I don't know. I'm just trying to help. All right. I'll be back later. I got to take a shower. It's pretty cold out tonight. It was pretty nice out for the past 3 days, but now the temperature has dropped again. So I'm going to jump in the shower. And then I might get back on YouTube here in a little while or maybe watch some YouTube or something. But folks, don't go crazy on YouTube. Some of you people out there, I know you fall in love with these men on YouTube. Some of us guys, we fall in love with these ladies on YouTube. Don't beat yourself down for it. It's part of life. It's part of attraction between a man and a woman. And a lot of you dudes, the woman ain't gonna, these are incredible women on YouTube. You land one of these beautiful women, you're lucky. But then again, you talk to some of these guys and they're like, no, you don't want to be with her. Yeah. So it's just take one day at a time. That's all you could do. That's it. Can you fall in love with a woman without kissing her, touching her, smelling her? I would say yes. So if they're thinking about the robots, do I think a human being would be able to have an affectionate relationship with, let's say, a robot? Probably. If a man or a woman can fall in love by just watching somebody and get so attached to them on YouTube, well, I imagine a robot. I imagine these people will be able to have a relationship with a intelligent uh, IAI or whatever they call them. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. But I got to take a shower. I'll be back later. Maybe not. I got to give my voice a rest. I'm singing, smoking, this weather. Warm for 3 days and then cold for 3 days. Then warm for 3 days and then cold. All right, folks. Once again, I have nothing against the dudes that I sub to or the women. I just need a break from some of it. And I need a break because you can fall in love with a woman without ever having sexual relationships with. So the experiment worked. I don't know. All right, I'll be back. You folks be safe. Keep an eye on your kids. If you don't drink no more, stay sober. But then again, I can't tell people what to do. If you're on that junk, shooting it and heroin and everything, get clean. But then again, I can't tell you people what to do. That ain't my job. I mean, well, it is. We're all brothers and sisters, but people get mad when you try and help out, I guess. I don't know. All right, folks. See you later. Check out some of these channels. Uh, they're really great, funny, fun. Some of these ladies are great crime channels. Some of them are crime channels and trivias. Some of them are, they talk about everything, but they're women. No, they're not taking their clothes off. No, they're not shaking their butt all over the screen. They're just being women. That's all. They're just being women, which is more sexier than taking off clothes. Yeah, I don't know. All right, you guys have a great. Oh, check out if you want all kinds of stuff, Melissa Jade's, uh, Holly Lewis in the news. If you want crime and crime channel, check out Miss Alex Erickson, uh, Brittany J, The DeLorean, uh, True Crime Maria's. If you like crime stuff, uh, great channels. And I got 100 more of them, and I'll probably get this struck for mentioning their names. You know, I even subbed to Natasha Cooper's crime channel. I know she's probably going to get mad at me for bringing up her name, but them are the people I sub to. Well, I sub to hundreds and more, but just trying to help. That's all. No, I don't want no one to help me. I don't need all kinds of subs, and I'm not clout chasing or anything. It's just these are some of the people I watch. Oh, watch little Hannah Lee Dugans. It was a good year. Every Sunday I woke up, had a cup of coffee, and watched her rebuild her cabins. You know, but don't fall in love, because if you do, you'll find out she don't love you. She's one in a million, one in a million girls. And let me tell you, people, why would I lie? Now, why would I lie? So don't touch the merchandise. That's an old Tubes song. You folks have a great night. Be safe. You dudes out there that got women, you're lucky. And I guess women, if you're in a relationship with a man, you're lucky. So count your blessings and be happy. And for those that haven't found a man or a woman yet, keep looking. Eventually, you'll find love. Just probably not on YouTube. I don't know. Possible. You know, I don't know. Good night.